I hope I am audible to all of you. I hope I am audible to everyone. Just to ping me in the chat box if I am audible or not. I hope I am audible to all of you. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Yeah, just observe here. Before I start with the topic discussion, I would just like to tell you what are the topics which are left out. Because a few candidates have sent a mail to me and they have messaged me. I am sorry, I'm quite busy, due to which I couldn't able to respond to you people there. I would just tell it to you here only, my friends. Hang on. 1 minute. Just hang on. Just a minute. One second. I'm just minute time. Just a minute time. Okay. Yeah, my friends, just watch here. I would just like to go to this thing. Yeah, 1 minute. My friends, can you people save this? Can you people just save the screen? Yeah. Okay. Okay. My friends, in this, I would like to tell you what are the topics which I don't know how many of you have this content with you. This is what they have promised that they will be teaching, and just notice, my friends, here, whatever is being left out. That is what I would like to first write it up here. Whatever is being left out. So, my in object orientation, these things are left out. That is operator overloading concepts are left out. I mean, in general, I will tell overloading, and in that I will tell you many things are there. Operator overloading, and then we have something called as abstract class, and we have something called as interface. This is with respect to three things. Yeah, in that only I will do access modifier, same thing, in that only I will do. And then, okay, why to neglect that? I will just write it. Access modifiers, is that clear? Fine. Then what we have is PDBC topic. Of course, it is not there in that part, whatever they have wrote. So PDBC, I will take it for 2 days. In 2 days, I can just easily wind up that 2.5 hours or 2 hours each. If I take, I will finish. And then coming back to Django. Django will be there for, I will tell it will be there for 8 days. This will be there for 8 days, or maybe I will tell it as, because I will not ask you people to write the programs there. It is not possible for you people to write. I will just give the programs as it is. I will write a code. That code directly I will give it in the group. I mean to say, now in the chat only I will share it to you so that you can download it and you can use. And these things to finish, I would tell by Wednesday I will conclude all these topics. So my friends, you please count the number of days which has been left out. So 5 plus 2, 7, and how many days are left out? No. Project and all you should do, because Django, when I teach, it is your duty to use all your techniques and then do it up. And what is today's date, my friends? What is today's date? Today's date is how much? I don't know. It is 2. So 11 plus, so 5 plus 2, 7. May 2nd. Yeah. What is Wednesday then? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 2 plus another 4 days for this. Yeah, it is sufficient. There. So total deadline, I would just tell it is May 18th. Within that time, everything I would finish it up. May 17th or 18th. Yeah. Yeah. Django, MVC, and I will not use SQLite 3. I will use MySQL. Multi-threading in Python, it is not a part of our curriculum, my friends. I didn't saw that. I would have told it in the class, but it is not a part of our curriculum. Multi-threading, it has not been mentioned there. It is not a part of curriculum. Web scraping also, it is not a part of our curriculum. You can notice it is not a part of our curriculum. Yeah, our data science was there, and data science, it is not from the perspective of interview perspective. That is the reason I have told May 18th, some data science libraries I will teach. Basics I will teach within that. Yeah. Data science introduction. Yeah, that is what few data science libraries are there. Those libraries I will teach. And actually, what I am planning to do is this is my part, my portion. This completely. I would just finish this, and then I would just end up my part on Python part. These 4 topics followed by this, and then data science libraries. 3 data science libraries at a basic level they have mentioned there. One is Matplotlib and SciPy. Is it better to use Anaconda for Django? No, not required. In Sublime only you can code it up. Am I clear, my friends? May 18th is the deadline. Within that only, I will try my level best to finish it up. But from the management end, I have told within this deadline, I will finish. And these are the core topics. Not few topics. Only one topic of custom exception. Custom exception. That is what here I will write. Then that also. Custom exception. Some 3 pages I have told you people to leave. This completely. If I do that, my part will get over completely. My friend, when I have to speak about abstract class, I will bring in encapsulation. Already you have learned encapsulation. Which DB will be used? MySQL database. MySQL DB is what I will use. Am I completely clear here? Yeah, these many topics are there. Interview questions also I will share, my friend. Once I start to share the programs, I will share there only. Is that clear? Okay. Yes. Just someone take a screenshot of this and you can keep it with you. And if your friend tells when is the deadline, you can tell this is the deadline. Yeah, fine. Yeah, moving back to our program. I would just go to my thing. Yeah, this itself. Cons of Anaconda for Django. My friend, first of all, Anaconda is a heavyweight process. I mean to say heavyweight process. And to first of all run that Anaconda on your laptop, at least it will consume around 700 to 800 MB of RAM. And there are many dependencies which will be set for Anaconda to run your Django. Anaconda is not a best suited software for Django. It is best suited only for your data science part. And moreover, as a fresher, we will never worry about data science. Data science is not at all a domain for a fresher. It is only for commerce students. And that too, it is only for commerce students. It is not for you people. It is not for you people. A regular expression also is not a part of our part. A networking concept, when I teach PDVC only, I will tell you what exactly a networking is. Is that clear? my friends, I would like to give you this content, whatever is a part of our course. More than this only, actually, by now, I would have taught to you people. All the concepts, whatever I'm teaching to you people now, they're all advanced topics. Is that clear for what I'm talking? Every topic, you can check it out here. In depth, I would have spoken. In depth, I would have spoken. Yeah, fine. Then I would just like to move on with the content now. Yeah. Just observe. We have seen something called as MRO, method resolution order, which we have seen already. Now I would like to write one program and then I would like to talk on that program. Just watch this. Yeah. No, my friends, web scrapping, if I start to teach 100%, I will tell you 1,000 doubts you will get. And I don't have time to clear up all those 1,000 doubts. I'm extremely sorry. Within the deadline time, I will finish up that thing, whatever has been told to you people during the time of your admission. Everything is been covered. And in that way, I will clear it up. Anyways, coming back to the topic, whatever I need to talk for the day, try to tell me what is the output of this code. I would just tell I have an class called parent. I will tell def double underscore in it, double underscore. I would okay, with respect to the starting wise only, if I write the init, it will be confusion. I would just tell def m1 and I would tell print parent class m1 method. I would just tell I am writing up a child class where this is my parent, and watch it here. I will tell m1 and here I will tell child class m1 method. I would just tell main method. Just keep observing what I ask. I will tell c equal to child. I will tell c dot m1. What is the output? Can anyone tell? What is the output of this? Child class. Okay. Child class m1. Yeah. Wait. I just want you people to answer this one. Because of inheritance, one attribute got inherited from your parent, m1 method, from parent. Just tell me here, how many m1 methods are available here? I want an answer. How many m1 methods are available inside the child class? Two child class method is available. 1 second, my friends. Sir, is collections are there in Python? List, tuple, set, dictionary. That only we call it as collection. List, set, tuple, dictionary. That only we call it as collection. I am clear there. I am coming back to this part. M1 method is from the parent, and then you have defined your own method called M1. And when you make call to child M1 method, child specific method will get a call, due to which you are telling up the answer as that. And now my question is this. Watch it. Watch it. I would just call like this. Or wait a minute. I would just tell M2, and here I will tell M2. Now tell me what is the answer. Wait a minute. Tell me what is the answer. How many methods are there in your child now? How many methods are there in the child class? Two methods. One is M1, the other one is M2. Okay, great. Okay. Just tell me now, if I make a call to this M1 method using the child object, this child class M1 method which will be called. Correct? Leave that point. Now understand this. Now understand this. From the child class method, if I want to call the parent class method, I would repeat, from the child class method, if I want to call parent class method, I can call like this. Watch it. Self dot m1. Can I call like this? Think and tell. Think and tell. How many of you say yes, we can call? How many of you say yes, we can call? Yeah, I would just tell you, my friends. I would just tell it to you like this. Please observe. I will orally tell. No diagrams. I will orally tell. From M1 method, it belongs to a parent, and you are telling C. C's object, you are collecting it in cell. And in C object, you tell me, is M1 method available inside the C class? Inside the C class, is M1 method available? Yes. Since it is available, I can tell self dot M1, and from that you have called that. So I will tell. I would like to run the code. I would just tell that one. Please notice. First, you are calling up a parent class M1 and you are calling up child class M1. Just watch it, my friends. Then I will tell like this as a note. From the child class, to call a parent class method, we can use self. Now, my friends, one candidate has already told one answer. He has told something like this. You people would have learned this, or maybe I will take that as example too. I want you people to be very quick. Only 1 minute time I will give it for you people to copy this. uh, guys wow guys wait for a minute, wait for a minute. I have one immediate call from my team leader. I would just meet you back after some time. Just I would like to end this session here. I will come back. It will be informed in the Slack group. For just wait for some more time. Thank you. Guys, am I audible to everyone? Okay, thank you, thank you. Just I hope you people would have wrote this program. Sorry for the disturbance. It was actually an emergency meeting with our higher authority people, which I was supposed to take it up. Of course, I hope you people would have copied up that program. Have you copied that program? Yeah, if it has not been copied, yeah, just be quick in copying it up. Be quick. I would just give you some 2 minutes time. Copy it. Comment one whatever I have wrote here. I would advise you people to write it up. Be quick. Okay. Yeah, just observe here then. My friends, with respect to your object called child object, you have two methods available. One is M1, one is M2. That is the reason you have called it through self. This is one way. Please try to tell what would be the output if I call like this. What would be the output if I call like this? Yeah, I didn't thought anything, my friend. I didn't thought. Now only I started my extra topic. You tell me, my friends, how will I call for this one? What will be the output? Can I call like this? Super means one thing you understand, it will always refer to its parent. I would repeat again, super means it will always refer to its parent. So if I make a call like this, will it be any problem? Will it be any problem? You should be very quick in answering it up. No problem. No problem. Fine then. I would just write like this. No problem. Fine. From the child class method to call a parent class method, we can use super. The question is very simple and straightforward. When we already have a approach of self, why did Python people had come up with this approach called super? We already have an approach of self. Why they had come up with the approach of super then? I will answer to that. I will answer to that. I will answer to that query. Copy this as example two. Copy this as example two. Oh, not the case. No, 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 no. I will answer to it. I will answer to it. Copy this as example two. I would just write it here in this way. We can use super upon some condition. What is that condition? In the next example, I will tell you. Please be very quick, my friends. Be very quick. Fine, I would just continue now. Yeah, I would just continue now. I would just continue. Just watch it. I will continue. I would like to put across one simple question to you people in this manner. I have one M1 method available here. This is my own method. From my own method, I would like to make a call to M1 method of my parent first through the first approach. I have clearly told you parent method also will reach out to child. Parent method also will reach out to child. So now through the approach of self, I would like to call my M1 method of parent. So through self, I am calling. Now tell me what is the answer. Just make a guess and tell. Same answer. Okay. Same answer is what many of them have told. Okay. Fine. Let us ask our PVM now. Let us ask our PVM. Okay. Okay. Just carefully observe. Child M1 method. Okay. Parent also will be called. Child also will be called. Is what many you people are telling. Just carefully observe, my friends. I would just press enter key. Oh, 1 second. I don't know what I have done there. Yeah, sorry. It was this here. No M2 method. How can you make a call to M2? That was the thing. I'm sorry there. Wait a minute. Now nothing. I would like to make a call to my P1 method. Just watch it. I would just press enter key. Please notice, my friend, when you try to make a call to the same M1 method, it has resulted in what error? Recursion error. Now I will tell you like this point you should understand. You should understand the point correctly, whatever I write. When parent and child method have the same name, I would just put a comment and I will tell same name, we should not use self to call parent method. If we try to call, it would result in recursion error. Am I completely clear here with the answer or with the point whatever I have told? Parent method, child method have the same name. When parent and child method have the same name, we should never use this name. We should never use this word called self to invoke your parent method. If you try to do that, what will happen? It would result in recursion error. I will tell you the exact answer. Watch it. When you tell self, whom are you actually referring to? If you ask me, I will tell I am referring to my child. I am referring to my current object. Tell me who is your current object? Child is the current object. In the child method, you are trying to make a call to M1. Don't think that when you invoke it through self, it will go to the parent. No. When you invoke it through self, it will actually search in your child. Here only M1 means here only the call will be happening here, and then at one stage the recursion depth will be exceeded. At that time, it would result in recursion error. I hope I am clear with the answer there or with the point whatever I have told. Wait a minute. I would just put it as a comment here. I mean, I would just copy paste it. Now watch it, my friends. This one, try to get it and tell. I would just save it. And now watch it. I will not use self. I would just use super. Now tell me what would be the output. Now. Through self you had seen what is the output. Now through the super I am telling. Will it come up a normal output? Normal output, that is parent class M1 and then child class M1. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, you are telling up that output. Fine. I would just go here. I would just press enter key. Can you people notice now? Parent class M1, child class M1. Great. And now I would just like to wait a minute. I would just tell self.m1. You write this. I will write up one important note point here, which I would ask my audience to write it up in their book as a note. As a note, you can write down this point. we can use self or super to call parent class method from the child class. We can use self or super method to call a parent class method from the child class only when the method names are different. I hope, how many of you understood this statement, my friends? Please tell me how many of you understood this. Self or super you can use to call the parent class method when the child class and normal main class methods are different. We should use only super to call a parent class method from the child class when the method names are same. I hope the second point will give you even more picture, even more proper picture. When to go for self or super and when to go for only super. I hope I am clear there. Now what you can do is just copy it on the same program, or first you write this note point. First you write this note point, and then two examples also you write it up. Be quick, be quick. These 2 points you write it up, and then I will show you the program. Just copy this as example. That's all. Oh, one candidate has to write the same point. Huh? My friend, you should be quick, please. Okay. I would just continue with one more program. Try to tell me what might be the output of that code. Okay, let this be M1 method. Try to answer. I would just write a few more methods there. Okay. Okay. My friends, anybody has any doubt in that code, whatever I have wrote? Just observe it. Nothing. I wrote one class which contains everything. That's all. I don't think so. You people have any doubt there? Can I continue with the other code, other part of the logic of my program? Okay. Just observe here. Okay. Try to answer this, my friends. Try to answer this. Now, from the child class method, from here, I should make a call to my M1. I should make a call to M1. Tell me, can I call like this? You should only answer. Sorry. Can I call like this? Very simple. Huh. But you tell me, should I use super or should I use self in this context? Ah, I want an answer. I want an answer. Should I use super or should I use self? If you ask me, you can use both. You can use any one of this. Why? Because your method name is instance method and the child class method name is M1. So ambiguity of names are not coming up here. So you have permission of both. Fine. For this, I would agree. And now watch it. I would just tell super dot M2. You tell me now. Can I call like this? Can I call a child parent class static method? Can I call parent class static method? Can I call parent class static method? Okay. You tell me now. Can I call parent class? Can I call parent class instance method? Sorry, static method. Static method. This is instance method. I would just tell instance method. I would just tell class method. I would just tell static method. Three methods I have called. And now you told the approach should be super only when there is a name ambiguity. So I will use self because ambiguity problem is not there. Now carefully understand. Now I would like to call a constructor. Function remove. What is that? I didn't get you, my friend. Where should I remove? Where should I remove? Oh, self. function I have wrote, is it? Sorry. I'm sorry. Now watch. I have left one line. Yeah, okay, I got it. Yeah, you just tell me this one. Can I tell self dot? Can I tell like this? I want to call a constructor of the parent. In order to call the constructor of the parent, can I tell self double dot double underscore and double underscore? You tell me now, if I make a call to the constructor like this, self dot double underscore and double underscore, what will happen? These three things, as you have told. Self dot double underscore and double underscore. If I call like this, what will happen? No problem. No problem. Nothing will happen. I will just go here and I will execute it. Recursion error. Okay. I want to call my parent class constructor. That is the reason I have called it. So I would just press enter key. Please notice, my friend, what constructor is getting executed. What constructor is getting executed? Please observe. I am interested in calling up the child, but really is the child class constructor got called there? I mean, I am interested in calling up the parent. Does the parent class constructor got called? No. Now in this case, if the parent class constructor has to be called, you should never tell like this. Rather than that, you should tell super. So I would tell calling parent class constructor. I hope I'm clear there. You don't have any confusion. From the child class to make up a call to the parent class, you can call it in two ways. One is through self, the other one is through super. When you should opt for super, when your child name and your parent class name, child class name and parent class method name, if they are common, then opt for super. If they have a different name, you can call it in two ways, either through self or through super. No problem at all. So I would just run the code. This is to give you even more confidence in this. I had given up this program. I hope you are seeing child constructor first line. After that, you are calling up parent M1, parent class method, parent static method, and parent constructor. I hope I am completely clear here. One more note point I would like to write it here. Adding on to this, you people also can write that from parent class instance method, sorry, not from parent class, from child class instance method, we can call parent class. First one, constructor can we call? Yes, it is possible. Instance method can we call of parent? Yes, it is possible. Next one, static method can we call? Yes, it is possible. Class method can we call? Yes, it is possible. I hope you have got an idea now. From the child class instance method with respect to parent class, we can call all this. I hope you have got an idea what I am trying to tell. I hope you have got an idea. Just be very quick in writing this and then that program. I will show you the program also. But you should be very quick, my friends. You should be very quick. Wait a minute. Constructor only through super. Yeah, no. I am telling it through super only here. We can call parent class using super. That depends. Without super, can we call constructor of? It is not possible. That I will tell you. You should wait for some time. That I will tell you. When there is a constructor there which has no argument, and now I have an argument, then how will you call? I will tell you. Next example you watch. I will tell you. I will tell you that. I will tell you. Wait. I will tell you that. If this is done, you can copy down this program. Can I proceed, my friends? Can I proceed? Okay, everyone, I think so. You people would have copied. Okay, okay. Just be quick, my friends. Be quick, please. Okay. Just watch this one. Watch this one. All your queries will be addressed here. All your things of super, I will address it here. Just watch. I will tell I have one class called person class. Just watch. I would just tell def double underscore init double underscore self. I will tell name, age, height, weight, and I will tell self dot name is name, self dot age is age, is weight. This much data is there with me. Keep observing. I would not talk because all these things needless for me to talk. Wait. So this is at the person class. Now watch it, my friends. I will tell I have one simple class where I will tell the class name as cricketer. Cricketer. And I know that cricketer is also a person. Now watch what I will do. Like this it had come. Okay. I would just that syntax tomorrow I will tell you whatever my ID has given to me. That syntax to understand you need to be even more sound with the syntax. Watch it. Age, height, weight. Next ID and to the country which where he has played and to which country he is playing now. Okay. Just watch it, my friends. What I would like to talk now is little bit. I mean, you people should be in a position to answer to my queries, whatever I ask there. I would like to create an object of a cricketer. Tell me, when you create an object for a cricketer, what are the details you want of cricketer? Details: you want name, you want age, you want height, you want weight, you want his ID, and you want his country. Would you agree with my statement? I want a quick response. You are creating an object of a cricketer, so all these details you want. So from a cricketer, you will expect that. You will expect name. I will tell the name as Sachin. You will expect age 48. You will expect the height. I will tell 5.7. You will expect kgs 75 kgs. Cricketer ID. I will tell 10. Yeah. I hope this is clear here. Now watch it. Now you people should answer. I will tell with respect to my cricketer. I would tell please display the information. Yeah, it has been rectified. It has been rectified here. Yeah. And now, my friends, I just want an answer from your end. I just want an answer from your end. Assume you are a developer, you are writing up a code like this. You have wrote the code in this style. Tell me, is it a good approach of writing up a code? You just look at only cricketer class. Assume that this was not there. Tell me, any problem with the code? Any problem with the code? You just observe and tell any problem with the code? No problem. You're creating an object of a cricketer. All the details, whatever cricketer object is required, you have created and then you have made a call to that method. Wait a minute. I would just run the code. Please notice your name is that particular name, age is that, height is that, and cricketer specific details you have printed. Correct? And now using the inheritance and through the help of my super and other factors, let us see what can be done. Now watch. I will tell, instead of me hard coding all the values, what I will tell is cricketer is a person. I will tell. And now please observe, basically at a top level, we have wrote a class which needs a common things for all my child classes. Let it be a cricketer, let it be a kabaddi player, let it be a football player, let it be a golf player. For all the players, don't you think these are the attributes which remains common? I want a quick response. Irrespective of whichever game they play, those attributes are always common. And irrespective of whichever game they play, their basic details information has to be displayed. Yes. And now watch. Just now in our program we have learned from the child class, you can make a call to your parent class thing. Either it can be a constructor or an instance method or a static method or whatever it is. In two ways you can do it up. One is with the help of self, the other one is with the help of super. You tell me now, constructor here you have, but the constructor here also you have, which is doing of the same four things which I would like to highlight. You can refer here as well as you can see here. It refers the same four things which it is doing. Yes or no? If same four things, if it is been already done by a person, why will you waste your time in coding this? Don't do that. Just make a call to that fellow. While calling, the question is, will you use self or will you use super? That also I have told you. Self you should use when the respective parent method and the child method are different. But here, your constructor method is also needed. Your parent class method is also needed. But when you tell self here, it creates a problem, recursion error. So to avoid that, don't tell self, you use super. You use super. With respect to super, you tell init and you pass whatever things which had come to you. See, whatever name which had come to you, you give that name to that fellows, those things. That's all. Am I clear here? Why super, where super is used and where self is used? Am I completely clear for everyone? Now one candidate has asked me a question. That candidate, for that candidate I am addressing. The candidate question is, sir, what if there is a zero argument constructor here? Nothing will be there. And I want to send one value explicitly over here. Assume in a parent class, if there is a parameterized constructor, then what will you do? My friend, logically speaking, like that, we will never write up a code. I don't know why that thinking had come to you. No problem. I will answer that also. Just watch it. Assume you want to send some name. Write the code, send the name here. Watch it. Name Sachin is what I am getting there, but I will pass here. Can't I do it? Can't I do it? Yes, on any given day I can do it up. Those values only, whatever I'm getting, I would keep there. But please understand, in the parent class, always you will have a parameterized constructor, and in the child class, the parameters will be more than the parent. Observe my hierarchy. Observe the hierarchy, you will get an answer. How many parameters are there in the parent? Please tell me. Don't tell implicit, explicit parameters I am asking. How many parameters are there? Be quick in answering it up. 4. Please observe in the same context your child. How many parameters are there? Tell me where the parameters are more. Where the parameters are more. In a child or in a parent? Yeah. Please understand, when you write up a code at a project level, always the number of parameters in the child will be more than in the parent. Why? Because parent means it is always common. Child means it is always specific. When it is specific, only more things will come. When it is common, only less things will come. I hope I am completely clear here with my explanation. Coming back to this one, my friends, coming back to this approach, you tell me now, in the parent already common things is displaying already. Again, why in the child you are trying to display it up? Now tell me, these things not, why should I do it up? I would take the help of my parent. Tell me, to the parent, how can I make a call to a method from the instance method? Two ways, self or super. You tell me, when will you opt for self? You should opt for self when your child class method and the parent method to whom you are calling, if their names are different, then you should call. But tell me, what is your child class method name? Display info. What is your parent class method name? Display info. If you tell self here, it results in recursion error. Don't do that, because names are common. Use super. I hope I'm clear. Use super, and then I will tell display info. My job is clear there. How many of you understood, my friends, what I did here? How many of you understood the importance of super? Super. How many of you understood? Everyone got an idea? Everyone got an idea? Okay. Okay. Now tell me, my friends, do you have any doubt in super? You tell me. I will answer. The candidate who has asked me a question, did he got the answer? The number of arguments, it will be more, where will it be less? Yeah, thank you. I would just like to run the code and show it to you. I don't know whether you have got this much amount of clarity in your Java session or not. I really don't know about that. But I would tell you, in Python, if you attend my class, proper clarity you will have, no doubt in that. Because crystal clear way I will speak, you will get a proper picture. Oh no, sir, we didn't have. Okay, fine. I'm sorry for that. Then I would just run the code. Please watch it. Output wise, it will not change, but the way in which you have wrote the code, you have made use of a principle called inheritance, and you have made use of code reusability, and you have extended the. I mean to say code extendability also you have achieved. Yeah, fine. I just. Oh, your Java concepts also have improved. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for your warm response. Cool. Yeah. Be very quick. KSRTC, BMTC, ಮೆಟ್ರೋ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ರೈಲು, ವಿಮಾನ, ಆಟೋ, ಓಲಾ, ಕ್ಯಾಬ್, ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಖಾಸಗಿ ಬಸ್ ಸಂಚಾರ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಚಿತ್ರಮಂದಿರ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹೋಟೆಲ್ಗಳಿಗೆ, ಪಾರ್ಸಲ್ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅವಕಾಶ. ಅಲ್ಲ, KSRTC ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಓಡಾಟ ಅವರು? ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇವನ್ ಕಳ್ ಬಂದ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ ವರ್ಗು ಐತಂತೆ, ಬರೀ 30 ಜನ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದೇನೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ ದೇಶ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ. No, not at all, my friend. Constructor of a person class from outside of the class, it is not at all possible. Not at all possible. I mean to say, you're trying to tell without creating the object, you're trying to make a call to this double underscore init method outside. Now, if you try to make a call to cricketer dot double underscore init, if you do also, it will always make a call to this fellow only. And internally from him, you can send, but directly it is not possible. Not possible. Did you got the answer? It is not possible. You try to create an object of a cricketer class, constructor gets called. You try to tell cricketer dot double underscore init double underscore outside also, it will call still your child class constructor only, not parent class. If at all, if you want to still call it, create an object of a person only, then the constructor gets called. That too, it gets called automatically. No, sir, I need to explicitly call. Then the person object only you should use, and then explicitly you should tell dot double underscore init double underscore, and that name, age, height, weight parameter you send. Then you can call. You got the answer? Specifically, I hope I have queried your answer too. Yeah, my friends. No. Not from cricketer object. Means how is it? It is not possible from cricketer object. Not possible. Yeah, my friends. With this, certainly I would like to end my discussion here. Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock or 8:30, we shall meet up. Yeah, I don't know. Our state government is letting few things to happen. Let us hope for the best, and let us see when can we come out of the cage. Thank you all.